When TaylorMade release new golf clubs, it's always a massively exciting time. And this is no different. The brand new TaylorMade Milled Grind 3 wedges. Let's do it. And let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. We're going to get straight into it today. We're actually filming an introduction in the car park because whenever TaylorMade release something they think is going to be good, it's always a bit Hollywood, and the packaging that these came in is quite Hollywood. So you'll see that we have the brand new Milled Grind 3 wedges from TaylorMade. These are jam-packed full of technology, jam-packed full of exciting little tweaks that can hopefully help your short game. And today we're going to test it out. We also got a little, well, we got a brush and a towel, so we can keep them clean. And it's funny now because this is something that TaylorMade do really well. Oh, this is something that I do very not well. Bear with me a sec. Because some people might think that when you buy new wedges, it's not an exciting time. It's not exactly like buying a driver, is it? But then for people who actually like short game, this could be the most exciting clubs of 2000 and, wait for it, I love this as well, of 2021. Let's get into it. So we will throw you in there, and I think we'll also put you around there, and that, that hurt, can go there. Done. Right, let's go. You know, I can't help but feel like this is probably a touch excessive now we've done the whole kind of unboxing thing, so we'll get rid of this as well. And so what we're going to do guys with these new TaylorMade Milled Grind 3 wedges, I'm going to take them out on the par 3 course here at Woolley Park Golf Club, test them out, test them for spin, test them for versatility, and just test them for everything that you guys want to see. Guys, I love new wedge day. This video doesn't mean to say that these wedges aren't going in my bag, but for me, new wedges are up there with a new driver. Probably the most exciting thing that you can test and that you can potentially put in your golf bag. With a new towel and brush, obviously. That makes a difference. So when testing new wedges, I like to get the fun shots in there first. So today we're going to play some 50-yard pitch shots, as you can see here. Quite an awkward distance, quite an awkward shot as well. And you can see that we have these new Milled Grind 3 wedges in 2 different finishes. We have the satin chrome finish and also the black satin finish. So 2 satin finishes, just different shades. I'm a huge fan looking down at these clubs of the black, I must say. Now the faces are raw, so they will go rusty in time. The 56 degree we have is the satin chrome, so we're going to go with that first. Now the first bit of technology you do see with these wedges is the raised micro ribs, and look closely because they're absolutely minuscule, and if you run your finger over them you can just see them. Now obviously that is to get more friction on the ball and generate more spin. Speaking of spin, let's get that moisture off the face and let's see what these clubs feel like. That is nipped. Spin. Delightful, delightful. We've even got, oh, I've rubbed it off. I was just about to say we had some PIX residue on there, but we have just unfortunately rubbed it off there. And I have to say that did feel particularly soft, which I do like with a wedge. Sometimes they can feel a little bit firm. Let's go a little bit more aerial. Let's open the face up and see just how versatile these clubs are. For me, that's the big thing I look for when testing wedges. How versatile are they? You'll see that on the sole here, I have the 56 degree in a 12 degree SB and a 52 degree in a 9 degree SB. These are both the standard soles, and I'm quite enjoying the versatility of this. It feels like it's got enough help in case I do need it, but also you can have that versatility. That was stopped absolutely dead, but also it's important to be able to have that versatility, open the blade up and that leading edge not be too far off the ground, because for me, as you all know, I'm a big fan of getting the ball airborne. Oh, how good is that? Spin, go in. Delightful. Because for me, I'm a huge fan of getting the ball airborne and hopefully landing it quick like that. Now, other bits of technology that these wedges do feature are ZTP raw grooves. They're sharper, deeper and narrower to, obviously, you guessed it, get more spin around the greens, and that's specifically designed for more spin in wet conditions, just like this morning. sit. See, that's the one I like. I overfired that one. Let's make use of this new towel. I overfired that shot, but it had that much zip on it with it being a brand new wedge that I don't look as silly as maybe I would have done. Obviously, new wedges are always going to spin more as long as you keep them clean, as long as you keep them dry. So it is important that you realise that and that you know that when you use them, because the last thing you want to do is send in what you think's a great shot and it's finished 15 foot short. That's got to be good. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Right, I've got one left from this position. Another thing that these new MG3 wedges do feature is thin, thick head design. So you'll see that the 56 degree has a little bit more weighting, a little bit more mass on the top here, and the 52, that's a lot thinner. That's designed to give you the perfect CG location for optimized ball flights with different lofts. Go on, go in, let's have one. Ah! There's the ball residue we wanted. And that thin thick head design is something that we have seen before in wedges such as Voke's to give you that optimized CG, and for me that's one of the biggest changes that you will see in these wedges. So apart from that one that popped up a little bit, quite attacking, you could say there. A few little bump and run shots to test this 52 degree wedge. Obviously I would usually use 60 here, and I do love the size of these wedges. I think the heads look fantastic, and you'll also see that the hosel is a slightly different length as you move up the heads. Also with these wedges, as standard, you do get a Tour issue Dynamic Gold S200 shaft, and I'm a huge fan of the Lampkin Crossline Genesis grip. That feels very, very nice. Right, are we going to get caught out with spin on this little bump and run shot? Important you know when they're going to spin. Go on then. Oh, how many of these would you expect to hole as well? Turn, turn. Oh, oh, that what you see, that's the one. That's caught me. Yes. Right, so hot and cold there. You saw that we holed one, we thinned one, and one of them does kind of feel like I got caught out with a little bit of spin. Obviously with a fresh wedge, like I said, it's so important that you know when it's going to spin, where it's going to spin, and how it's going to spin. You do want to definitely acquaint yourself with clubs like this if you are going to go and play a tournament, if you're going to go and play with your friends, maybe have a bit of a practice with them. And like I said, the raw finish will go rusty on there as well. That's not necessarily going to give you any more spin, any more grab, but it'll look pretty cool. So there's that. Now when spending big money on wedges, it's very important that you do buy the right wedges for you. Not just the right brand, not just the right lofts, not just the right soles, but the right combinations, the right line goals, the right everything. These wedges are £159 RRP. I think you can get them a bit cheaper. You can get them for around 140 quid. Right, so we've got a front flag here. I've got about 100 yards. Let's test these raised micro ribs and see just how much fun we can have trying to get this ball back. So I'm going to hit kind of a 90% shot here and hope. Oh, that should be loaded. Loaded. It's landed. Right. Oh, it's another one. Go on. Another one with plenty on it. Be the club. Come back. Right, I'll just interrupt this absolute stripe show to give this club a clean. And you're seeing plenty of spin there. Just need to land it a little bit further so the spin actually brings it closer to the hole and not further away. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yes. I'll hit the last one then put the divots back. Don't worry John, they're going back. These wedges do feel remarkably soft. Remarkably soft. Right, that's not a bad array of shots. I never thought I'd be using a brush on the channel, but let's get up there and see where they are. So as you can see there, plenty of good shots. The few shots that have actually caught me out and finished short. 1, 2, probably 3 decent ones and a couple of poor ones. And you guys are gonna have to tell me, because I couldn't see the backspin. Well, I've seen it in the edit, but did it look good? Was there lots of spin? Would it make you happy when you're a junior? That's what I always think about when I'm testing wedges. How much of this motion did they have? Because that's what we all really want, isn't it? Well, it helps get it close as well, like that. Judging by some of the pitch marks, I'd say we've got some success in that field, but again, is it any good when they're finishing short? No. So we've tested these new Taylormade Milled Grind 3 wedges with long shots, with short shots, and with a mid-range shot. The only thing really left to do is test that versatility on some very difficult shots, on some short-sided shots that, in fairness, you really wouldn't want, which I leave myself quite often, so it's very important I can use wedges for that. So we're going to get out the 56 degree and we're going to play these golf balls pretty much from where they finish. Apart from that one, because there's no way I'm playing that from there. First one, not bunker, off the fringe. And last but not least, out of these fairly difficult practice bunkers here on the par 3. Oh, go in, spin. Oh, that was wonderful. Really enjoyed that. And again, this thing is a delight out of the sand, I must say. Last one, playing it as it lies. Probably a great place to finish. Guys, that is a review of the brand new Taylormade Milled Grind 3 wedges. I've really enjoyed that. I think if I had them in my specs, if I had the 60 degree as well to test, I'd very much enjoy it. I'm a huge fan of that micro rib technology, even though it's minuscule. I love the idea that it's there. It kind of gives you a little bit more confidence that it's going to stop. And looking at those shots from fairly difficult locations, that's not too bad. Probably 3 out of 5 ain't bad. And there's not a song there, is there? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Have TaylorMade smashed it yet again? You let me know in the comments. And apart from that, I'm going to clean these clubs with the new towel, and I look very much forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye!